What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the New York Giants and the home team. Punter Jack Browning ready to get us started. And we're off from San Antonio. This return starts at the 5. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Young on the play action. They connect on the deep shot. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Ready.
Young throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the double. Ready?
Here's Young to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion. Now you want to build on it. Wow.
Giants, nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Young back to it after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41.
Yes.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
38.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants first.
It's Young to throw here on 1st. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And this one does not go far.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Young. Short pass brought in. He brushed him off with ease. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
That's another Giants first down. Again, 14. First down, Giants.
To the air yet again, Young. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Okay,
All set to go now from the 35.
Black block. Down, set.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a San Antonio
Here we go, set.
first down.
Another carry for Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He was taken down behind.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw now. Man downfield, and he finds London. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's go now, set.
Robinson on the inside give. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Escapes out to the left. And he is in. Touchdown. The Black Knights finish off their opening drive. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Out of the gun, Young. And this one is launched downfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Black Knights get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Throwing now, another shotgun. This is cut downfield by Rice. And they're going to be set up with a first and goal here from the 7.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another San Antonio first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. More coming up after this quick break. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They've got first and goal to work with. Goal to go. It's a pass play. That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Only need to fall forward 1 more yard. Here's 3rd and goal.
Blue, 32. Fight. Watch your keep. Blue is striking. Ready.
He'll work against the blitz. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Black Knights pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. This is Trujillo. Try to point after. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
That's the 20. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 1-score game in the first half. Ryland now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 14.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Field, look, set, ready. 50, green, smash, red. Slide through. Set.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Complete. It's for John Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Red, 38. Ready?
Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They've got first down here from the 36. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down. But you know how you could tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with him, flows right with him. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for a New York first down.
16 yards. And the Giants first down.
Ooh, the rush is too much here. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Here we go. Here we go. Claws red. Black. 95. Set. Cut.
Third and long. Young. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Field goal attempts coming here from Chad Ryland. This is going to be a tough one. 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
It's Bashard Smith now with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Blaster. Six. Ready. Ready. Blue. White. White. Ready. Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Escapes the pocket. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Diving right side. Got it. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Working now from the gun. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Field. Black. Let's go. Field 45. White. Set. Go.
They are throwing it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Has it at the 7. He has the touchdown. The Black Knights grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Down. 10. Ready.
Now Young. Hits his running back. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants sure going to have the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Let's go now. 10.
Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's third down.
Okay, ready?
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
Young working from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Okay,
They've got first down here from the 36.
here we go. Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for Thomas Fidone on the throw. And it's going to be second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Fidone there to haul it in. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Set. Set. Cut.
From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2-yard line.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready. Cut.
Here's Young again. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Has it in close. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Likely our last play of the half, so they're leaving the offense out there.
Ready. Set. Cut.
One final shot before the half. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime.
Touchdown, Giants.
Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Giants 24.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Here's Smith on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here's Smith on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Check right. Set. Cut. 52 blue. Ready.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked out by Marte Mapu. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Headed out right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
59-yard attempt.
This is running out of gas, and it's going to be short. Looked like they had issues with that snap. And this will remain a 4-point game.
Hey, whether it's a good hold or not, the process is the same for that kicker. He's going to catch some unfair blame on this one, Kate, because it was the snap that just set everything off. Not accurate enough, and that left the holder scrambling to try to get his job done, and none of them, unfortunately, could.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Right back to Rice. Caught again. And he spins right by him. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Black Knights now lead by 10. This is Trujillo to try to point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Black Knights drive their lead to 11.
Giants 24.
Now Browning on the end of the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air on 1st down, Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Black Knights take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives him the 1st. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Blue striker. 33. Yellow. Red. Cycle. White. White. Red. Yellow. Hut.
Here's a throw. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Green jack. Smash. Red.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end, and it sets up second down.
Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing it again here. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. Now, that's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that.
And in he goes for the touchdown. The Black Knights parlay the interception into points. Drake London with the touchdown. Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Black Knights push their lead to 18.
Knights 42, Giants 24.
Now Browning on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Here's the handoff. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down, New York.
Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, New York.
45. Ready?
From the pistol, it's Young. A throw left side finds Johnson. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants make it an 11-point ball game. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's Smith on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Okay, ready?
This is our last play of the quarter.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22. 6, mega. Set.
Throwing now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
52, red, cycle. Ready?
Throwing again on second and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Red, down. Red, 38. Smash, red. Green jack. Hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buying some time right.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Slide blue. Let's go. 33. Yelp, steal, black. Hut.
Another throw here on second down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing the out route complete. Just gets the first and more. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. We've set it down from 37. Still sticking with the passing game. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He's going to throw it again. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Plowing up the middle. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Young to throw it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Black Knights are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14.
In the red zone now. He rolls to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the gun on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that extends their lead to 14.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Starting from the 5. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Shotgun snap now to Young. Chased out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Giants losing by 14. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's the long back on the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Watch out now. 52.
Young working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably.
And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
Every once in a while, you just have to get the pulse of your team and measure how aggressive you want to be. It is such a boost for a team when you follow up a touchdown by outplaying the defense and getting an extra 2.
We've got 75 seconds left to work with here. They have got to come up with this onside kick. And they aren't able to get it back. The hands team does its job. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10.
Here, ready.
Here's Robinson up the middle. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. The Giants using their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Fight. Ready.
Staying with Robinson. Up to the races, middle of the field. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Black Knights make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th.
Giants 39.
Now Browning on the end of the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now it's Young. Taken in by Williams outright. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, Young.
32-yard line.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Black Knights get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today. And I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Knights are winners as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.